Hello everybody, 3B is there, and today is the second part of the Spear Archer playthrough by Brave Night All. Here we go. So last time we were at level 2 in Spear and range. Not as much intel as I thought there would be, but a huge lot of strength, which is nice, as always. A lot more dexterity, so I would have thought that there will be a lot more on the direction of doing a lot of charge attack, CA for short, and putting a lot more into intel, but instead there is a better balance with this build there by putting points in intel, because there will be a lot of CA, but also some dexterity, because until reaching really high intel you will always be short of SP by spamming your CA anyway. So I guess this is a better way to do it. And a level up available, so we're gonna be able to discuss in a minute the next status point invested. A good amount of HP still might be beneficial to put some points into vitality. 10 to 20 more HP would be a good amount for using healing drops. And yeah, you can already see that yet again you fall short on SP. Even by putting somehow like 10 more status points from previous level up into intel, SP would still fall short anyway. But to really hope to do an efficient CS spam build, you would need to wait to the Demon's Tower and grab an Ancient Ring there from the different mechanicals enemies. The Ancient Ring is an accessory that decreases your SP consumption from CA, which also includes spell books, like fire from spell books. But from this kind of build, this is hugely beneficial. Also, I didn't think of that, but it doesn't hurt that the archer having the anti-flying skill is extra powerful in the Demon's Tower, because this is, I believe, it is the dungeon, at least the main dungeon, when you have the most flying enemies. So yeah, it does wonders there. You can also, I believe there's a lot of places in the tower when his projectiles can traverse ledges that the enemies are stuck into. So you can somehow wall hack your way. You cannot wall hack through plain walls, but it can do it very efficiently with ledges, which you saw a little bit in part 1 in the palace. You can see that this dexterity investment was actually not too much, because there's a few missed shots there and there. Not that many, but I think that for flying enemies I wouldn't want to use CA, especially when there's only one. Yeah, when there are multiple, then that's another thing. That's another story. Yeah, you can see that the range skill is very beneficial for this build because the auto in nature seems to fall short. I still have to test it, but I'm pretty sure that the arrows have a better auto aim than the javelin. It would have been nice to have a dark element spear, but well, that's luck if you have it. The archer should have a pretty good time against Cleone, so I believe this dungeon will be somehow easy. So far it seems to be. The healing skills slowly patching up from the few hits taken there and there. But the pirate ship might be more complicated because you have a lot of corridor in which you don't really have much length to retreat. So we'll see. I forgot there was this bubble. An orb from the Coliseum. Unfortunately, Archer cannot use it. But the Master Ring would have been beneficial. I thought that in part 1, Brave now would have farmed from it. For it, remind me. Okay. Doom, does this? Yeah. So Doom is just so not only does it makes the ancient equipment cursed, but it also divides by a huge amount the money that you get from selling it. So this might be in a single digit. Oh, that bow though. That bow sells for a lot. Oh, 2 digits, never mind. Yeah, always do that if you don't want to not get broke like me. I don't know why you would keep the bronze medal. It's not really better than having something that increases your a little bit of your attack and dexterity. I think that's what it is. Ooh. Nature, I think, because there's like a plus 4 plus 8 plus 12 and plus 16. I think that nature is plus 12. And now that I think about it, can the Elven Vest already drop? I don't remember where it starts. I know that up to the Demon Tower you can have that, but I don't know where it starts. So the Elven set is a fairly fairly good set of armor, just head and body, that gives a bonus of +4 dexterity. It's not huge, but the the two PCs can have an enchantment on them, so if you're lucky, you can have a good combo. Talking about combo, we have level up. Yeah, strength is falling short, so I would assume that there's gonna be some status points invested in strength. So far as skill points, I think there's 2 remaining. Maybe going for healing level 2, which is not bad. Healing level 1 is just a no-brainer. Healing level 2 is kind of okay. After that, because it has decrease effectiveness from each subsequent level up. I don't know about going for more levels. Like for advanced mode, yeah, but for normal mode, I think that level 2 is probably where you should stop, because it will be better for every kind of build to invest into what's actually doing damage anyway. Nothing to do but wait until the Ebria comes off. And that's the next one. There we go. Opening the sword. I don't remember if it's still level 1. Yeah, that's still the Atom Dragon rank 1. At this point, the Coliseum, well, level 3 if I remember. You can have as well level 2. So that could be a thing. And no, this one is an actual fire, not like the castle. But that's something that you can do if you really want to train your fire res. You can go to the volcano and just step into the lava. Now that will require a lot of healing to compensate for it, but you can do this. And if you want to train your poison res, you can go to the mushroom forest, and not only you will have a lot of poison enemies, but also you can find poisonous mushroom there and there. When you ingest it, just like you double a healing item, it poisons you. So that trains your poison res. I don't know about the other stuff. Like for ice, there's no really like a way where you can step into a frozen lake or whatever. That could have been a thing in the cave, but they didn't do it. For thunder, no. For light, no. Yeah, well, I think that's the only two. After that, you basically just have to to get hit a lot by enemies. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to really position yourself to grab multiple enemies. The Spears here is not that wide, at this level at least. I think that with a spell like the Demon Breath or Blaze, you would have an easier time. But this is only at this level. I'm sure that it will be more simple. Because at higher level, the projectiles from the CA is becoming wider as well, amongst other things. Going for every chest. Money is not a problem for now because if the correct dialogue option is selected while giving the umbrella back, there's about 10k gold in the bank. But if you want only one enchanted item from one other shop, that can just disappear in an instant. Yeah, strength is a problem. Those enemies are taking a lot of hits to kill. It's gonna be even worse in the ship because the Vikings are tanks. I can never remember well the layout of this dungeon because there's two versions of them, which is also the case for the Beast Mountain. I don't know. I think there's the only two dungeon like that, right? Each time you spawn into these dungeons, the layout can be from one or two. Still on this side. Yeah, I was gonna say that between spear and range, you could have discussed which one would be most beneficial. Going for vitality before the boss is a nice move. I think at this amount, that's already. I think that you could stop. So. But it's always nice, even on a psychological level, to in any game to be back up with a lot of HP. So finally investing into some intel. It's nice. Although CA won't be that useful against the boss, because with a prolonged fight, you will have to rely mostly on normal attacks anyway. It's also a pity that the soul is not available. I mean, I've done this mistake a lot of time, not making sure that I have my soul prepped for the boss. But it's especially true when you have some bosses. So there's Wizari, there's Cleone, and they're not the only one. But when you're popping your soul charge, it resets the screen. And so for Cleone, when he's using both the waterfall and shooting a nice rock at you, if you pop your soul, after that, the two of them won't be there. So that's kind of a defensive in a way. Yeah, range is still falling short. When you're really close to the enemy, the auto-eliminators of the projectiles is just not there. That's a further proof that when you're playing the archer, the most important thing is to keep in mind your to distance yourself from the enemy, at least just enough to properly fire your weapons. Yeah, that's what I was saying. With this amount of HP, you can use link drops. Just for... I mean, if it's only this amount, that amounts to 16... Okay, no, never mind. I was about to say some dumb shit. Also, I still didn't test if the ace ring that you can have from the Ipas Palace is increasing the ability of the arrows and javelin to go further, because it's on paper it's the same effect that the range skill, but I don't know. Like I say, I didn't test it. What? It did a weird thing there. I don't know why you went completely up. It's interesting. Oh, Yeah, so if you want to, when there's a waterfall and you want to avoid a rock thrown at you, you can push in the direction of the waterfall, and then when it fires the projectile, you release it. You will go completely on the bottom of the screen pretty rapidly with the speed of the current. That's otherwise, if you're far enough, you can avoid it just like there. But if you're too close, you won't be able to escape it otherwise. So I'm pretty sure that there will be ooh, okay, so you don't need to be that far from him to avoid it. This does not go as swiftly as I thought it would be. In terms of DPS, I'm pretty sure that just spamming the normal attack would be better than going for CA. That went out still in the end. Also, the Elven set is not there yet. Yep, Robert. So the boss was a little difficult with this build, but the dungeon went kind of easy. I'm not sure it's gonna be that easy with a pirate ship though. But it's true that having enemies not thin, but the opposite of wide is what I want to say. Corridors will help you eating multiple enemies with the CA. That's kind of the main reason to go for spear instead of bow. Except for the power, because it's true that spear have higher power. Okay. Bow, summon. Yeah, maybe enchant at some point. It's not really very good in general in normal mod, but sometimes, just sometimes it can be useful. When you're in Soul, that is. A multiplayer normal mod though, that would be better and better. Ooh. Fire as well. Fire and undead. There's gonna be some undead in the pirate ship and in the desert. But having a fire spear though in preparation for the cave is a very good idea. Might drop off in terms of raw power by then, but if you don't have anything better, that's still gonna be a good option just because they have solo fire resistance in the cave. An apples a day. That does give you money. keeping the bubble. I don't think there's anything. There's a reward for collecting all of them. So I always forget what are the different bubble. So there are numbers, but I don't know if they are all the Arabic numbers from 0 to 9. I know that in Ipes Palace you can have the three for doing shifumis. Ah, going to the Coliseum. I kinda want to see a master ring, but maybe it's not the goal there. Aha! I'm going for a master ring. Arguably, the best accessory you could have for a long time. Like I said, the ancient ring is a better option when you really want to go crazy on the CS spam, but having 8 more attack is kind of huge. That's the same as 2 full level ups invested in strength. And yet again, this character does have access to critical skill. Aha, yeah, nice positioning. This is what you want to do, but it requires a bit of habit. Yeah, it's totally random. Some people in the past have speculated that there's a way to control what the reward you have will be, but the only way that I know is to know the pseudo RNG of the game, which is I don't know how you can control it anyway. I know that for it's used in other games, and if it's a TRPG like Fire Emblem, you could control it because it's turn by turn. But in an action RPG, I'm not sure. Unless there's like a huge range of values in which you have the same reward, but even then. No, that's the worst feeling. I remember that sometimes you just do it 6 times in a row and you never have what you need. Yeah, you can use souls and items in the Coliseum, although it's not really something that I tend to do. But if you really have to push through rank, that's something that you can keep in mind. So, that's 3 times in a row, okay? Let's keep a count. Yeah, it sucks that it started random. It's not even like having a herb is there, even remotely useful. At least they could have done that when you go up in the ranks, you have healing drops, and in the end you have healing waters, for maybe only for rank 10, and healing drops starts appearing after, I don't know, maybe at rank 6, rank 5 or 6, but no, it's still herb all the way. Eh. That's a very sad prize of consolation. This is the wall I was referring to with edges. There's a chest on the right. Well, it's a wood chest, but still. I mean, statistically, wood chests are don't even think that they're really worse than their higher counterparts. Maybe you have a higher chance in silver to have an unidentified item compared to wood when you have a lot of basic item. I'm not sure that the archer can do that without range. Pass Palace is not too challenging at this point. I just thought about it, but the characters when they use the soul charge, they all have this little eye turn and then like fairy tale pose animations. It kind of feel like a Super Sentai, just being one next to the other and being like, I summon, I summon, I summon. Anyway. Also, fun fact, so we're gonna have the silver ring just after, and so in this game in Shining Soul 2 you only have bonus damage against undead and flying enemies, but in subsequent installments of the Shining series, oh, so we might have a test of if the ace ring increase the projectiles. Yeah, in subsequent installment of the Shining series as action RPG, you have a lot more kind of monsters. I know that you have robots, you have goblins, you have well, I don't remember, but I was testing a little bit of Shining for Exa on PS2, and yeah, you have more than just undead and flying. So I kind of wish you could do patch that to put it into this game as well. I wonder if having a full roster of item that of equipment that increase your luck, how well does it fare compared to the unlucky old glitch? Yeah, going for the silver ring. The archer is kind of the best user of the silver ring because I think the anti-flying skill he already destroys the flying enemies. So going full into undead and like undead bonus damage is a nice idea. And yeah, that's also a nice idea. Going for the Coliseum shop until pirate ship is over and the mother goes back to the tool shop. Ooh. Farming a bit in Wizard's Palace. Maybe it's just to have the mother coming back to the tool shop. Could have done with any dungeon though. I'm pretty sure that the fastest to finish is the well. Well, especially since there are no dialogue out in the dungeon, even from the boss. Just like all these side dungeon, actually. Is there even a side dungeon that has No, actually, you have a little bit of dialogue in the mushroom forest. The first time that you save the grandpa. That's how let know. So we're talking Nicholas Palace, the Unknown Derelict, the Beast Mountain, the Unknown Dungeon, the Forgotten Dungeon, sorry, the Ancient Ring of Arrows, and the Unknown Labyrinth. Yeah, none of them have dialogue in it.
Yeah, so that's another thing that you can have as bubble direct bubbles. You can have yeah, so you have 6 letters, I think. So you have the letters of Sega, and then also uh, what is this? L, O, and U. Okay, so 7 letters, and you have goals. That's just, okay, so I think you have 7 letters. Here you can have an accessory called a soccer ball with using the gold letters in the temple of light. You can have a bubble that gives you Sega message with with the Sega letters. You can have a recovery item that is called rice, a box of rice, I think, with a gase. So Gase. That's how do that just the Japanese for for rice. And you have the soul charm that has the same effect as soul set. It's an accessory that basically gives you more soul charge per kill. But I've heard that the L letter simply has an incredibly low chance to drop, and something that against Marvel, which doesn't help. No, I'm too much of a completionist. I would never pass out Monster Card. But, wow. To really have a reward for collecting monster cards, you need to have all of them, which is very difficult. And that gives you the accessory that change your character to all your colors. they have a lot of armor. You can miss because the dex accuracy check is not successful, or because the armor check, I guess you could say, is not successful. Pretty similar to D&D when I think about it, actually. So, if I were to say they have a high AC from their armor. They are pretty susceptible to poison now. Let's see how this goes. Oh, so so if this works, that gives you a soul. I think you have a gold chest. Okay. But I don't know if a grenade is enough. Okay, no, never mind, it's enough. Although I hope that there is enough to break it. I don't know what the amount is needed. If it's not free, it's gonna be terrible. Okay, nice. That gives you a blue chest. I don't know if that's a sword, but each level. It's a lot I need to write. That's interesting. That's not really something that I do usually. I know the secret though, and there are even more in between the dungeon that give you this kind of, well, I guess more purple and blue chest. Damn, it's you have to earn it. I hope this is level 3. Fine. All that remembers when I was doing my summer archer playthrough and I had to break in the cave. No, it's level 3. Well, okay, so it's actually more simple to go to the Coliseum. But yeah, I have PTSD from freeing the princess from a prison of ice. Just eating it with a brick. Oh, it's okay. Quite a long time. But there are other similar chests, and also they reappear at the higher variants in advanced mode. I don't know if you can get a soul level 5 from this kind of chest. I know that in the Coliseum the max we have is level 4. But I don't know, but there's one at the demon, in the Demon's Tower that you access from getting tower keys. So that's another kind of secret. I think it's the same kind of chest as well, but this one requires bombs. They have a higher damage radius than the grenades. That's the same for most of the secrets. But I don't know if you can break them with how is it? The fourth thing. To my knowledge, the only one that you cannot do in solo is the one from the graveyard. You can have all the others with the characters plaza, and some of them do require the ace ring. Last time range wasn't enough to grab the Demon Master in the end, just before Wizari. We'll see with level 3 how it goes. Pretty good as well. So you can just use the direction pad to disperse the stun effect. Oh, I see. So basically, what it's trying to do is to make him use his SP. They don't regenerate SP to at least the lower variant. I don't know about the Demon Master, but I think he has a huge lot of SP though. That should be pretty easy with a roll. The other rolling, the other skidding, and the other gearing. Another proof that the archer is a really was problem with close combat. But it's so weird. You can predict when she will stop. She only moves in a pentagram pattern between 5 different spots. So she will go bottom right, and she will go back in the center left. She always moves in the cinema machine. But although I didn't realize that it was a pentagram before I saw the game's manual. Easy enough, yeah. I mean, she's saying that it's a child, but in the roster of playable characters that we have an elf that can live pretty long. We have a half vampire that might not even age naturally. We have Chantos, so as the priestess. I don't know if she's supposed to age more rapidly than humans. I don't know. The ninja, we don't know his race. And the wolfman, we don't know again if he's supposed to age less rapidly. Dragonaut as well. In a lot of settings, the so how do you say for Dragon King? Well, there's another term, but anyway, Dragon King have pretty long lifespan as well. So much for child. Although we don't know the age of Wizari. But it's not as much as 1,000 years, that's for sure. Because the setting of the first Shining Soul was 1,000 years ago. Not this one. A lot of useless trivia. Yeah, full strength. Okay, fair. Let's go for the sheep. So with the I'm saying the amount of time for the video, there's about 40 minutes left, which means that yeah, this dungeon was not the easiest one. The archer loves to be able to reposition like these spellcasters. So this dungeon being really enclosed area is a tough one for him. And another piece of useless trivia, the archer is really a man. Because apparently there's a lot of people that wonder about that. Yeah, he's a man. There's some dwarf with a weird else, however, weird. That's another thing. We don't have a playable dwarf. That could be a warrior, I guess. Yeah, there are some shops that don't pass. As I feel the Vikings really do have a lot of for now. Oh, also the quest of with the grandpa, the grandson wasn't initiated. I mean, it's still just one. I believe he gives one chicken, so plus one status point strength. Unless you duplicate it, that's not exceptional, but that's still a little thing. Just requires you to buy 4 grenades and an angel. It's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, damages fall down a little, but the fact that there are lines of enemy that form naturally in this dungeon is pretty nice for this build. I don't remember the ghost with the lantern. There comes with undead or flying. And it doesn't help that a lot of times when I'm going for additional damage on this type of enemies, I'm using a chaos weapon, which is bonus damage within the 2 types. So that's why I'm not sure about some of them. But I think the silver enemies now, so if there's huge damage, you know that it's classified as fire. Also respectable damage. I think it's flying. Yeah, this damage. A very satisfying thing with the flying skill for the archer is that when you have it at really high mastery, you can hit the visual damage cap of 999. Oh, how well will it's never really Robert. Robert is not that difficult as long as you understand how to act when he's doing his tornado speed attack. But the squid is a real problem. am the superior master. This dude cannot, we cannot drop the red drop for the action yet. We need to wait for the high volumes that starts happening at the Demon's Tower. Which further make it the best place to train the archer. I know that the Dark Wizard can equip it. I don't know if it's the only class. It's not very good at an equipment anyway. Well, unless I guess when you do the end number, that's fine. Topaz, which one is this? I'm guessing that's Thunder. I never really used those charms. I'm usually going for the good old kill the enemy before they continue against the guy's defense. I don't know about these Wizari investments. I think that this summon is already respectable. I would have gone into for Intel, especially while at the same time investing into the skill, which will further increase your actually I was about to say increase your SP consumption. Yes and no. The thing is when so there was a chest on the right, but when you have enough damage to one-shot certain enemies, like this for example, with your charge attack, you're using more SP per skill. But since you're only lead one, that's actually less SP consumed for these enemies. So it's actually improving your consumption, SP consumption. And it never hurts to have more damage for your whipping. Oh, yeah, you can see a nice difference compared to the beginning of the dungeon. Mastery is important. I mean, I guess I could call it more like a weapon proficiency. Yeah, fast finding in this game. That's high damage, so maybe I was one of the silver. You know, that didn't go battery. Although it's true that at this point of the game you can farm in the Coliseum for the flash ring. But well, if the luck is the same as previously, maybe not good. That was the sound effect of applying how do you say, lights. Well, actually, Intel is not that useful against the bosses. I think there will be a lot more of normal attacks. I will go, yeah, I think I will go for strength. Eh. Dexterity. I don't think that Robert would require dexterity. As for the squid, well, technically there will be some time when, if you manage to escape the gas that you release, the little dark cloud of ink. I mean, I guess that's supposed to be ink, but it's more of a gas than anything. You get blinded. That halves your dexterity, so if you still wanna eat, it's a nice idea to have a good amount. But whereas the tentacles are difficult to avoid because the placement, at least for what I know, seems to be random. You can, with a bit of habit, just barely escape the cloud of ink. I guess I will cut this part in the montage. Yeah, unfortunately, cannot do that.
Hmm. Okay, nothing very useful in this chest. Yeah. Let's see about this one. Oh. I'm not even sure that you can use this armor there. There, he's blinded. I mean, he was blinded a few seconds ago, and still eating enemies. So, with half dexterity, still eating mean that there is indeed an overinvestment. Well, that's for normal enemies. That is. Bosses might require a bit more dexterity. There wasn't a better spear for a while. Though this is gonna hit hard when there's a better one. Ah, I was just talking about it. Is the Warfork the one currently equipped? Hmm. And talking about the ink cloud, that's another stuff that is basically cancelled when you use your soul charge. I'm not really sure that's worth it to give up some SP recovery item for unidentified, because you will have to identify them, and most of the time you will have either pretty much the same value as what was necessary to identify the item, but you can also get unlucky, so that's why no, I tend to not identify the item that my character cannot equip anyway. So for example, this pieces, this armor, this body armor, can equip, okay. Okay, never mind. Can equip all of them? We really do encounter more medium armor than heavy armor in this game. Ooh. Raising immunity to effect, though, that's kinda cool. Oh, especially against the boss. Oh, because that prevents you from getting blinded, stunned, frozen, torched. What would be the name for the light version of that? Well, after that, that's poison and I don't know. I don't know what is the name of the effect for light. Tell me in the comments if someone has an idea about that, because I absolutely don't know. Oh, got lucky with Gaiety. So what this enchantment of does, Gaiety, is simple. It just increases a lot of the selling value of the item. It's sad to to say goodbye to this piece of armor of myth, but wow. I think I would have kept it for the boss and switch after the squid. It's not that expensive, so I guess for dungeoning, that's not worth it to pay a huge lot of gold just for having slightly better equipment. But when you go right before boss, yes. the, they really are coming all together. Technically, in this screen, you can just rush toward the tombstone and forget about all those enemies. Okay, time for the tombstone. I'm not too worried about Robert, so we'll see about the squid after. I just hope that the soul doesn't get popped on Robert. I would be kinda sad. We don't really need it against him. Whereas for the squid, oh boy. Yeah, that's a nice thing to keep in your travels. Oof, just barely not. Yeah, you don't want to charge your attack against Robert. That's just the thing. As soon as it starts to spin, you go in the opposite direction, and like that, and that's fine. I think even the Dragonaut can escape him by doing that. And also, when he just put his axe up, you can already start to go into the opposite direction before he starts to spin. That gives you a little more time. If you want to charge your attack, it's better than to just attack. And before you start to spin, you go in, you charge your attack and you run for it. When you really stop spinning, you release your charge attack. Try to get the blue aura attack, and then you repeat the cycle. Although with range, just attacking him normally is fine. It's kind of beefy though. It's also not explained, I think, how he managed to get a friend with the fairy from the spring. Like, I guess the fairy queen, we could call her. Blackness asperged on the ocean. That's called petrol. There's only a few minutes left. So if the squid was defeated, that means that was first time? Yeah, the auto aim has a little trouble with the moving with the way the ship moves. Basically, what you want to do is to aim when the squid is close to the center. Yeah, as I said, you can barely escape it. So what you want to do is to basically wait for the ship when it... I don't know how to describe it, but you want to be up there or down there on one side of the screen when the gas is close to the other side. Then you can pass it without taking damage. Yeah, some nice avoid. Oof, a miss. A miss from a CA, that's kind of sad. Okay, nice, GG, first time.
So the sea was doing better than I expected against the squid. Next episode will be the desert and probably the cave. So hopefully we'll have a fire weapon. But anyway, that was it for today. Thanks for watching. Go check Brave Idol if you like that, or my other community playthrough of him. He did the Blast Sorceress, which he finished normal mod with, and a Knife Brawler, same, finished normal mod. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time for another episode. Bye.